Good morning, beautiful sunshines. I mean, talk about a beautiful sunshine right there, guys. Held in my hand. As you guys jump on, say good morning, sunshine. We're going to be talking about Waze or MapQuest or whatever you want, and if it's making or breaking your life today, and what does that actually mean? How can it help you go from here to there and positively moving your life forward? So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around. But before we do that, say good morning, sunshines. Comment below. If you're new to watching these, it's something regularly that I do, generally weekdays around 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And we always start off by sharing our gratitude so that we're positively stepping into our greatest selves. You'll receive the message better if you do that. And it can help change your life quicker if you do that. So, good morning, sunshines. And our gratitude for the day, you guys. I am so grateful for the heater in my car. It's getting cold in Colorado, and I'm up in Greeley this morning and just like sitting in my car, so freaking toasty, and I absolutely love it. So share your gratitude below. And remember, when you're saying your gratitude, feel that with passion as much as possible. If you guys are doing the magic challenge right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, second thing that we do is we just identify and connect with one piece of our savers. Today is going to be your affirmations. Good morning, sunshine, Miss Missy. I'm grateful for your bouncy castle because we did break that bad boy out and it's awesome. So your affirmations, share a couple affirmations. I was actually working this morning on my prosperity plan, which is part of my affirmations, which I'll get into in a second here. But I am strong, I am patient, I am loving, I am healthy, I am forward moving, I am whatever you're stepping into. Let's talk about Waze. Okay, so like I said, I'm up in Greeley this morning. So I get up way before the rest of the family, right? Because it's just my favorite, not my favorite part of the day, because that sounds really ridiculous. But it's just like this peaceful, quiet, beautiful time of my day. And I have an appointment up here in Greeley today at 8. So I leave the house at like 5 because I just come, find a place to be, get my like some different like writing done, connecting done, planning done. Anyways, right? I enjoy driving in silence. I don't know how much you guys are in the car. I mean, every once in a while, I like want to rock out and like sing my face off, but it's a great time for me to be able to connect with myself and just turn everything off. So maybe one thing you get out of today's video is just occasionally when you're driving, just turn the radio off. Just shut everything out and just be connected with your thoughts. So this is me on my way up here this morning. About the first like 30 minutes, I'm kind of just letting thoughts come in and thoughts go out and just being, really, right? Meanwhile, mind you guys, I have my Waze set to tell me where I'm going. And I've been here a couple times, but today I decided to go a different route off I-25 so that I could go to Starbucks or Panera beforehand. So all this different stuff, right? Okay, so anyways, I've got this running. And then in my silence time, you guys, I started to connect to my prosperity plan. So I read this book called The Power of Consistency, like, 8 years ago. And Weldon Long was driving us through an adventure. But then in the book, he teaches you how to make this thing called a prosperity plan, where it's this connection of visualization, affirmations, action for moving forward, all of these different things paired into one. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I've had multiple prosperity plans over the last decade. And I was like, I feel like I need to connect and just do a revamp to really see where I'm at now and what I'm creating in my life right now. Who do I want to become? How do I want to contribute? How do I want to show up? So I started driving through these different things in my head. There's going to be a point to this, right? So I started driving through all these different things and I'm going through it in my brain, right? Meanwhile, Waze is directing me where I'm supposed to be headed, right? Waze is telling me where I'm supposed to be going. And this is a very natural part of all of our lives, of our automatic, right? We can get down into like our reticular activating system, like our brain, our subconscious, that's set in where we're supposed to go. So here I've got my Waze on, but I like checked out of my Waze. Totally checked out, right? So the way that I do this is I do a lot of voice memos. I don't know if you guys ever do this. So I'm in voice memo and I'm talking and I'm going through things and I'm recording as I'm driving. And don't worry, that's like full on hands-on, able to drive appropriately, you guys, right? But I'm doing this and then I'm like looking around and I'm like, okay, maybe I better turn this off for a second just to see if I'm like still headed the right direction. Long story long, I am way past my exit, right? Like I'm like looking at map like, or the Waze, and it's like you need to like get off and turn around and make a U and all this different stuff. I'm like, so not going where I thought I was initially headed, right? Because I got lost in my head. So this is my morning. By the way, got back on track, figured out where I was, right? Reconnected, and here I am talking to you guys. And I want to connect these different things with your life because they are so applicable. Okay, so the number one thing is that every single one of you has a Waze running right now, or a MapQuest, right? You've got that running for your life right now. You are headed in a certain direction with a certain space that you're destined to arrive at some point or time. Yes, your speed might vary. Yes, there might be some traffic jams or some different detours, but you are definitively on this Waze path going a certain direction based upon a destination you have previously subconsciously, maybe consciously to subconsciously, but your subconscious one is driving, right? You've chosen. And if you're like, I have no effing clue what you're talking about, Caley, think about your finances. Okay, we'll do finances today. You have created a pathway for your finances for where you're headed, right? Your finances may be moving forward. They may be improving. You might be doing Dave Ramsey and you're saving. And there's this end point where you're going to have an extra $20,000 in the bank. Maybe you've been taking steps towards making career changes where you're going to have positive financial results and you're going to be able to have more financial security and less debt in the future. Maybe you're on this path right now where your end destination is more debt because you're in the spending, right? There is some sort of ways in all different areas of your life of where you're destined to be. And the thing is no matter what's going on in your world, you are moving towards that destination because subconsciously your body, your life is driving itself there. So you might think, no, I'm not in control of that. Like I'm just kind of rolling with it. Perfect. Your subconscious, your Waze is driving you to a certain destination right now. No matter what you think, you are headed there. You guys, you are headed to your there. I don't know if you like you're there, but you're headed there, right? Waze is directing you there. It's leading you there. It's guiding you there. It's adjusting each one of your actions every day to be healthier or happier or less healthy or less happy, more financially successful, it's leading you in a certain direction. And it is very connected to what your subconscious thinks about yourself. That's how you've created your destination. So this morning is an example of how you can make the decision, right? Where you can make the decision to turn your Waze off or redirect your Waze. So I'm not saying that you're stuck wherever you're at. I'm not saying like, if you're like listening right now and you're like, well, shit, I don't really like where my finances are going. I don't really love where my health is going. I'm not really satisfied where my happiness is or where this anxiety or fear or depression is taking me. So you're saying that no matter what, my Waze is leading me there. Your Waze is leading you there, but there is something you can do about it. This is the beautiful piece. This is one of the most incredible parts about life, you guys, is that we have the option, the choice, and the ability to redirect our personal Waze to have a new destination. Sometimes what you have to do is decide to check out of what's currently going on. Decide that you are going to tap into your subconscious, have a little talk with yourself, right? And recreate what you want. So what was interesting about this morning is, you guys, I was literally doing that and it physically showed up in a different way, right? The analogy works so well because literally I was using Waze to get to my destination, but in my subconscious, like what I was actually doing is I was rewriting, readdressing, reconnecting to, identifying my path, where I'm going, my prosperity plan, which is just a plan for where I want to go, who I want to become, how I want to show up, how I want to contribute, you guys. That's what a prosperity plan is, literally, right? So I was diving into this, and as I was turning off my ways of life. Does that make sense? I was turning off the ways, the direction that I was going, where now I'm on a new path. Now, like once I came back to, right, I had to stop, like literally stop and identify, where am I going? Do I like where I'm headed? And how do I get there? And in your life, you might be finding a situation right now where your Waze is a little effed up. Like it's leading you someplace that you don't want to go. So how can you pause, like shake yourself a little bit and be like, listen here, girl. Like, do you like where you're headed? Do you like where your Waze is leading you? And if you're not, good morning, Sunshine Janine, if you're not completely satisfied with that, if it's not jacking you up, if the destination set in your system isn't getting you excited, then you have the option to redirect the course. So how do we do that? You guys, this is what we talk about in Good Morning Sunshine all the time. This is not a one lesson sort of answer. You're not gonna walk away from this like, oh, I just do 1, 2, 3, and now my destination on Waze is completely different. I know, I'm so excited that you're here. Good morning, Sunshine. And yes, you can chat, we're doing it. So you have the ability, right? But it's not going to happen overnight. So it's continuous practice and dedication to changing your subconscious, because if you don't change your subconscious, it's going to continue to drive you the same destination. You might consciously say, I want to earn an extra $10,000 a year. We really need it for our debt, for our family, to be able to go on that vacation we want, whatever it is, right? And you're saying that with your conscious, you guys, but if you're not training your subconscious to make that become true, your Waze is going to keep freaking redirecting you right back to the same path of debt that you were headed. That's the way the subconscious works. So it's the things that we do, the miracle morning routine, the regular challenging of our own mind, the visualization, the consistent connection of our emotion with the visualization and the journaling, all of the different things that we practice in this regular, 15 minutes a morning. It's redirecting our course so we can choose our destination. We can rewrite it in there. And then here's the coolest part about this. All right, guys? And then we're going to wrap up here. The coolest part is that when you decide upon a new destination and you type it in Waze, it's going to lead you there instead of wherever you were going. Right? Just like if you were physically driving somewhere and you put in your parents' address, right? And then you unput in your parents' address and you put in the address to the AMC theaters. Those were two really ridiculous like examples, right? But you're like, it's not going to accidentally drive you to your parents' house. Once you have the destination written in there, it is going to drive you to the theater. So when you decide to change the destination and truly change it with your subconscious, the Waze, guys, the allegory here is that like the Waze is your subconscious, right? When you truly decide to change that and adjust that, then it's going to happen naturally for you. It's going to be so freaking cool, because once you adjust that and you retrain your subconscious, you're not going to be able to not do it. Like losing the 15 pounds is going to be so ridiculously easy. You don't understand how it just happened all of a sudden, right? Increasing your income by the 10 grand is going to be amazing because it just happens all of a sudden. Getting the promotion in your job, it just happens all of a sudden, because now all of your actions, your Waze is leading you on the right map to get to that destination. And that's a super cool piece about this, because it's not a struggle. It's not continuously going to be challenging you every single day. Once you program it in your mind, it's going to be a part of who you are. It's the programming that challenges most people. So if you haven't connected to your regular practice, whether that's Good Morning Sunshine with me, or if it's reading Hal Elrod's Miracle Morning book, or maybe you grab The Power of Consistency by Weldon Long, you join a program that's going to help you forward move, you get involved in a conference, do something to support yourself in choosing your new destination and then ingraining that new destination, your Waze, into your subconscious. Because you have the control to change it, you guys. the destination that's in right there, and you are not tied to that. You have the opportunity to do so much more and choose so much happiness. Final thing, if you look down and you love where you're going, guys, sit back and enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Just be like, oh, this is beautiful. I know where I'm going. And yes, of course, that's going to take action and activity. It will always, right? You see the yellow car just passed behind us. We're on the right direction. But enjoy the process. So as we finish up here, you guys, I would love for you to say if you're committed. So commit to identifying the destination in your Waze. That's a pretty big deal. Commit to identifying the destination in your Waze. And you can pick any area of your life to see where are you headed. And read The Upside of Fear as well by Weldon Long. It is so good. Thank you so much, Christine. Make sure you guys read each other's comments because they're always supreme. I love them. So you guys, if you're committed, say, I am committed to my Waze, right? To reviewing the destination in my Waze, of course, because you're going to be committed to your Waze no matter what. If you know anybody who could maybe connect to or find value from their ways and realizing this, right, this connection, then please go ahead and share it. Make sure you subscribe, like. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm excited to go and get my appointment done here, and I love y'all. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys. See, I don't even, yep.